When your typical day is spent going from meeting to meeting and task to task, you're losing a lot of time from context switching. But I've got the perfect fix for you, the Hemingway Bridge. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kara. I hope you get more done in less time so you can spend more time on what you love. Before I share this time management secret, I have a quick favor to ask. If you like this video, please like it or subscribe to my channel. This helps me spread all the best time management secrets. Let's get started. The typical day of a 9 to 5er is spent jumping from meeting to meeting, task to task, with only small pockets of working time. That's a lot of time lost due to context switching. When this is how your day is structured, you'll quickly find yourself working late into the evening or on weekends, just trying to keep up. Not to mention the mental load context switching can take, leaving you overwhelmed and guilty about not getting enough done. Luckily, there's a surefire way to counteract this reality of corporate life. And no, it's not quitting your job, selling all your possessions, and living out your remaining days farming the land in the middle of nowhere. Don't tell me you haven't had that fantasy at the end of another 60-hour work week. The best way to manage your corporate schedule is to master the art of note taking. My favorite note taking technique? The Hemingway Bridge. The idea of the Hemingway Bridge is to stop working only when you know what the next steps will be. You end with the start in mind. Before ending any working session, make a note of what you need to accomplish or where you want to start when you come back to the task. The method is a concept inspired by writer Ernest Hemingway, which I first learned about in the book Building a Second Brain by Tiago Forte. While the concept was created for use in the writing world to help avoid writer's block, Hemingway and all, it has a broader application to your day-to-day working tasks. This simple method helps you maintain momentum in your work so you don't waste precious time context switching between unfinished tasks. You can easily pick back up right where you left off. There are 4 types of notes that you can leave yourself as part of practicing the Hemingway Bridge: next steps, roadblocks, intentions, and final thoughts. Let's dive into each of these with some real life examples. First, next steps. Next steps refer to the immediate next actions that you need to take to get to the finish line of your project or task. A real life example here is a client meeting reviewing a potential project opportunity. When the client meeting wraps, before moving to your next meeting or your next task, write down the next steps at the bottom of your meeting notes. Your Hemingway Bridge might look like this. Send meeting notes to team, talk to creative team about the potential new project scope, grab content from your last proposal that you could reuse for this proposal, and compile questions for the client about project specifics and schedule a follow-up meeting. When you're ready to take action on the information from the meeting, you know exactly where to start. You also have a list to help delegate tasks to the appropriate team members. Second is roadblocks. Often, you aren't able to get a project over the finish line because you run into an unexpected problem or a roadblock that's going to take additional time to resolve. So, the real life example here is creating a quarterly earnings report in an Excel document. When working on the report, you run into a calculation error, but the next meeting is beckoning and you don't have time to resolve it at the moment. In this case, before you move on, write down what you are seeing and what you will need to troubleshoot when you have time. Your Hemingway Bridge note might look like this. Rows J through K aren't calculating the total correctly. I need to look into the Totals tab to confirm the formulas are accurate. When you get back to this spreadsheet task later in the day or even in the week, you don't have to go through the frustration of this roadblock all over again as you try to remember where you are seeing the error. Instead, you can go straight to problem-solving mode since you'll know exactly where to start your investigation. Number 3 is intentions. Knowing your intentions for your next working session will give future you laser focus on what you need to do. This will help you avoid time wasted due to unclear direction or indecision. A real life example is creating a presentation for your company meeting. In this scenario, you're nearly wrapped up with the presentation, you have all of your slides created and talking points ready to go, but you plan to come back to the presentation for a final walkthrough. Earlier in the day, you read an article about weaving storytelling into presentations and you'd like to apply the concept. So your Hemingway Bridge notes might look like this. Review storytelling article, include the link to the article or any notes that you have, and refine slides and script to use this approach. In your next working session, you can jump right into the article to refresh your brain on the concepts, Or better yet, review any notes that you already took on the contents of the article and get right to your final presentation review with the goals and the lens that you already defined. And number 4, your final thoughts. There are many working sessions that are truly the final session. In this case, don't wrap up all your hard work without providing a little nugget for your future self to benefit from. A real life example is an annual leadership event. So the event is complete and attendees are scurrying back to their desks. They've got notepads full of aha moments and probably a mountain of unread emails they need to attend to. Time to get back to business as usual. But before officially calling it quits on another event in the books, write down your final thoughts on what went well and what you may have done differently. Your Hemingway Bridge notes might look like this. The venue needed more areas to support breakout sessions. The team liked the combo of external speakers alongside internal department sessions. Setting up a video conference would have increased attendance for those unable to attend in person, or a more detailed agenda would have helped keep sessions to their allotted time. Now, the next time you need to coordinate a similar event, you have an idea of what worked well and what didn't work so well. Your next event will be even better, and you will have saved plenty of mental energy trying to remember specifics about the previous event. Your Hemingway Bridge to the rescue. So I don't want to end this video without talking about note-taking in the age of AI. AI has certainly transformed how we take notes. With numerous tools that can capture and summarize what's being said in a meeting or the important points of an article or document, it can lead you to question, does the art of note-taking with the Hemingway Bridge still have a place in the age of AI? Unarguably, yes. Your human insights are still vital to bring context to your notes. It's this human element that makes connections between the massive stream of information that you process every day. No AI knows what you're thinking and how you're interpreting the world around you. Not yet, anyway. So even if you were leveraging AI tools to do the heavy lifting, the short time investment of adding some Hemingway Bridge notes to your work will go a long way in keeping you productive and sane. The Hemingway Bridge method is invaluable in helping you transition throughout the day. You can counter the inevitable need to constantly switch gears without losing momentum and hurting your productivity. The simple tactics of Hemingway Bridge notes helps you dive back into work with less resistance. This can reduce procrastination since resuming work on a task will be more effortless. So before you pause and jump to a new task, jot down those Hemingway Bridge notes. Your future self is thanking you. If you're looking for more ways to increase your productivity so you can spend less time working and more time living, check out my Never Work Overtime Again course. You'll learn how to create a majorly productive schedule that you actually stick with, no nights or weekends required. Check out the link in the video description to learn more. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like it. And if you want more time management secrets like this one, let me know by subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to check out my Never Work Overtime Again time management course in the video description. Have a fabulous day, my friends. Recording. Think we're ready. Real life Your Hemingway. Encounter the inevitable. Looking for more weight. Let's try that again. Let me try that again. Losing my voice.